Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris Francis here. I'm a DP. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Chris Francis. I'm a DP and director in San Diego, California, and today we're going to be filming some interviews for a crime show on a cable network TV station. Not sure if I can say which one it is. I don't know if I'm breaking an NDA, but we're going to show you how we're going to set it up at least, so come on inside. Just as I suspected. Did we just break a HIPAA law? Okay, so this show has a very specific look for their interviews. It's basically a medium close-up, straight to camera. So we're gonna 85 mil, and then the background has to be like super out of focus, with like lots of dark spots and little bokeh and stuff like that. So we've got to transform this room into something that looks like a cool crime show. So we're gonna put the 85 mil on the camera first, find our frame, and then start building the background. We're shooting on the Canon C300 Mark III. And because this is broadcast cable television, we are shooting in glorious 1080 2997. That's right. All the technology in the world. We got 4K RAW, 8K RAW. Everybody's worried about the best quality possible. But for a very large cable network that we've all heard of, we're still shooting in 1080, beautiful 2997. So I think like having that glass in the background with the reflections, I think that's gonna make our job like a lot easier on the making the background, like we might not even need too much stuff. For this show, they have two looks. When we're interviewing a police officer or a detective, they want the background to be kind of bluer, so cooler. And then when they're interviewing like a family member or a friend of what the story is about, they want it to be warmer. So we're shooting on the Aperture 300D2 for our key light and for our background light. So what we'll do is just put a half CTO on here just to warm the background up a little bit and make them feel a little friendlier. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Pull the light back actually.
Oh, back?
Yeah, just let's get a wider spread. That's cool. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice actually. So this light stand is actually, I think the only light stand I actually own. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the description below. It's by Impact. Super versatile. Most of the time we'll use it just a T-bone diffusion for interviews so we can have a nice wide source, but it's also just a normal light stand, so we're going to use it just to hold the bounce for this guy. So we got the key light here, and then this should just be filling in just a hair. For this show they usually want it pretty stark, but not like crazy stark, so just a little fill. And on the back here, powering the camera, we've got the full frame camera. This is like the mini V mount that goes just right into the top and leaves room for the Canon so we can hot swap. So the Canon batteries. And then I've got these IntelliTech Pocket Vs, 155 watts, only half full. But these are really nice, nice like compact solution. What's great about it is the mounting plate has a P-tap, and then the batteries themselves have a P-tap, which is great. So I can power transmitter and the monitor off of this battery. But if like in the middle of the shoot, if this battery died, the peripherals would go out, but the camera would just switch over to this battery seamlessly. So that's Really nice feature. So the CF Express cards, super expensive. One thing I do is I've got the 1 terabyte one in slot B. And then I'll just swap out these guys throughout the day as we need. And then that way, slot B always has a backup of the full day. But I just remembered actually, we're shooting in 1080p. So on the 1 terabyte, we can shoot for 727 minutes. So I think we are gonna be good. All right, so I just got this light. It's the Nanlite Toggle 2 4-footer. So I'm actually going to, for the background, for this one, I want it to be a little warm. So I'm actually going to go into CCT mode and just color temp, go to 2700. And then probably what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like, probably just set this like here-ish. Just cause I don't know if you'll be able to see, like basically that's our line of sight. So we're seeing the windows, and these windows are giving us nice reflections on the other side, but I wanna just like hit like this little patch of wall and maybe these chairs with a little bit of warm light. So if there is a little bit going through, that it's kind of warm. Is it too, can I see it? I feel like I'm in like prison or whatever. So the director for the show is actually overseas. So in the era of COVID, what we're gonna do is the director will interview the people over a Zoom call. And then so I'll dial in on my computer there. I'll run this as a second monitor. So I can just put just the director's face right here. And then we'll get this guy on the teleprompter here. And then so when this person that's sitting here, they're just gonna be looking straight at the director's face, which will be right here. So for this show, they do all their interviews looking straight into lens. But since we're virtual, this is actually perfect. So we'll just get this image up here. And it's like they're just having a face-to-face conversation, and then we're just not even here.
Yeah.
So that's Aaron.
Hello, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I think if we can have a bit of a tighter frame.
Okay.